Greetings, powerful creator. I'm excited to share with you today 5 P's for true wealth. These are the 5 ingredients for a recipe for internal alignment. So before I share the 5 P's, I want to remind you that in this magnetic paradise on planet Earth, we live in accordance to a natural law. I refer to it as the law of response, which dictates and assures that there is a neutral vibrational force, very important to remember that it is neutral, that is reflecting back to you whatever your core beliefs are, whatever your core state of consciousness is, or we could say that you are attracting based on how you feel, and that everything and everyone is a reflection of the core relationship you have with yourself. So the 5 P's for true wealth. True wealth is an experience that's based in emotional well-being and inner harmony, empowerment, sovereignty, which is to say you're not basing your security, freedom, happiness, and fulfillment on the external world. The reason why this is so vital is because you are creating from the inside out. Remember, everything in your outer world is a reflection of your inner world. So the 5 P's, drum roll please. The first P is progress, honoring your progress. The mind and ego is so notorious for being fixated on all of the things that it thinks you need to do, haven't done, need to change, and need to fix about yourself. So when you choose to honor your progress, the better you will feel and the more you will progress. Second up, we have patience. So we know that patience is a virtue. If we are not being patient with ourselves, we are judging ourselves, and we certainly know how it feels to be judgmental. So offering patience to yourself is so vital and important. And in fact, offering patience to yourself will actually expedite your manifestations, because remember, you're attracting based on how you feel. So one of the ways to step into greater patience is to remember that you have had many, many incarnations. You will continue to have many incarnations, that there is a soul script, there is a divine intention to your journey, and that journey never ends. There is no final destination. So the more that you can be patient with yourself and understand the cosmic context for your journey, the more you'll be able to rest, reside in a place of knowing and trusting what is unfolding. Next up is process. So remembering that your life is a process, your journey is a process. Every time you have an experience, that experience is a contrast to offer to you vital reminders of how incredibly powerful you are. And the more you can step into awareness of your journey from a compassionate context, the more you'll be able to step into that awareness and start to recalibrate and make shifts, which will then start to appear and evidence themselves in your outer world. This is the seed of empowerment, because you're going to start to connect those energetic dots between what you're thinking and how you're perceiving, how you're feeling, and what you're attracting. So that is a process. So just remember that this is a process to really honor your process. Next up, we have operating from a higher perspective. Perspective of a bird's eye, hawk eye, eagle eye perspective, choosing, because it is always a choice, to translate your life through the lens of how is this happening for you? How are things falling together, not apart? How are things championing for your greater states of sovereignty? In other words, how is your life, your spirit team, source, God, great mystery, intending for you to thrive? You must, however, choose to interpret your life through this lens of how is everything happening for you, not to you. Also, to remember to perceive through your soul your spiritual script, not the human drama narrative. Because when we stay in the 3D density of the material realm, it can be quite heavy. We can forget that there is an overarching intention that is guiding the way to our greater awareness, our greater liberation, and our greater freedom. But in this lifetime, we have free will. So it is the way in which we are choosing to perceive our lives that either allows us to come into union and harmony with our true essential spiritual self, or it has us feeling dissonance and separation and duality. So operating from a higher perspective and not getting caught up in the human storyline and the human narrative. Last but not least, we have practice. So knowing that in this lifetime, it is essential to have practices that ground you in your truth, that ground you in your knowing, that allow you to practice states of consciousness that will allow you to be in harmony with love and trust and your inner knowing, so that you are in allegiance to your soul. You are aligned with your birthright of abundance. So the 5 P's: progress, honoring your progress; process, realizing that your life is a process; patience, offering patience to yourself; practice, knowing that your life is a practice; and last but not least, choosing to operate from a higher perspective. So breathing in, inviting you to do this practice at the beginning of every day, before you reach for the phone, before you look externally, hand on heart, one on your lower belly, your gut, your power center. Today I choose to honor my progress, operate from a higher perspective, realize my life is a practice and a process, and offer patience to myself. Remember, you are powerful, powerful beyond measure. You are worthy beyond measure. Shianamakane, Shianakane, Shanamaheya, Shanamakeya. Infinite blessings to you, powerful creator.